Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to what might finally be the end of our Skrolk campaign here in Total War Warhammer 2. So we're going to have one more big huge battle, probably, to work through. I don't even... There's just no good skills left for this guy. He's taken all of the things that could matter. I don't know, boost income.
Great Warlord.
So this is actually a little tricky because of the way the land is set up around the city. Hold on, let's figure out what we're doing from the north side. Let's start from this side.
All tales are mine.
So obviously the first thing we want to do is just burn this guy down.
Fight. Kill. Death frenzy.
Wow, 20% unit replenishment, so we get to refill the one unit of his that got injured. Okay. Now, is there any way... We can't get anywhere near them, right? Yeah. Well, the best we can do is march hard and get close. Like I said, we might not be able to stop them from taking Itza, but we can definitely kill them right after they do it. Oh, wait, hold up. Don't move that far. We definitely need to stay together.
Legs, tails, move.
Any of these guys getting caught alone could be disastrous. All of these armies are perfectly healthy, so there's nothing for my my Plague Priest to do. He can't hinder replenishment in a meaningful way. So he can move over here and be within range of the city. He's definitely going to get... They're going to do that thing, right? They're going to siege the city and then attack him. There's nothing I can really do about it, but... It might be okay. Like, as far as plans go, burning their time by having them attack him on this this coming turn might be the right thing to do. Have Rat Surge approach via Guacamole Crater as quickly as possible. We'll get, pretty far north, and then we'll have to underway over. And I guess I'm going to put a bunch of recruitments on this guy's, in case they don't attack. I can't imagine. But let's give them the opportunity to screw up, I guess. And... okay. If they don't attack the city this turn, or at least get into siege, we'll have a real full stack to fight them with. Also, we're losing a lot of money this turn, but it's not going to be so bad the turn after, because obviously a lot of our units are going to be dead at the end of this coming enemy turn. Yeah, I guess just get close, get ready to do something. We're definitely not upgrading any settlements. Okay. Once we're finished with the ritual, that guy's getting hunted down. Hexawaddle's performing some irrelevant rites. I'm sure the Dark Elves are going to continue to threaten our coastline. They're probably going to go to the altar of the Horned Rat, and I really just don't have the time to deal with it right now. We might lose it. I'm sure we can push them off, though, after we finish defeating these Skaven. And now, it's still possible, right, that more ritual stuff could spawn. It's still possible that we're going to have to do another quest battle. Oh, I didn't think about that. There's probably a battle at the end of the ritual. This might not be the last episode, I guess. It depends on how long it takes us to get to that point. We might be going pretty deep here. Because if we have another battle like the one that ended the last episode... I'm not going to have time after this to do a huge ritual battle as well. Okay, they did not block off the city. So we are in fact going to be taking reinforcements. Oh, they're lightning striking us, though. So he's just going one of his armies versus one of my armies. Okay. His army has no large stuff. These warp lightning cannons are not going to be totally ideal here. But honestly, I think this is pretty good for us. I think this bodes pretty well. I think we should be able to defeat their stack with our stack, and then, unfortunately, our stack will probably be injured enough that it's not going to be able to do it a second time. But that'll mean they're down to 2 remaining armies, and the city garrison probably will be able to hold, provided they don't have a way of destroying the walls or anything. Alright, so mostly their army is slingers. They have a lot of slingers. They have some of these Death Runner dual sword guys. They have a single unit of Plague Monks, a single unit of Censer Bearers. This battlefield's a little awkward. I'm fine with 18 wins. So we have a proper Plague Priest, Warlock Engineer with, yep, both of the important skills. Okay, let's just set up over here. They have to come to us, so maybe I want to do this a little bit more like this so that there's no trees in front of my my dudes. The catapults can be back here. Yeah, and then we just set up and make them come to us. They have slingers and stuff, but we have more artillery than they do. Unfortunately, they do have a catapult, so we don't want to set up in a ball. Actually, maybe what I want to do is set up my Plague Monks kind of long and thin formation to minimize the damage of the catapults. Can move these guys up. Try to keep a little bit of space between the lines. And you guys, I'm gonna put a rat, yes, here, where he can be stealthed in this single tree. He'll crawl into this little bit in the fork. He'll be all right. And then my thinking here, obviously, we want you back with the siege equipment. There's no way this is safe. But we could do the same thing like over here. So what I'm thinking is I want to grab their lord from behind after the battle starts. And I guess we should be in with the troops. Let's try to spread out the leadership auras a little bit. Alright, let's do it. I'm assuming, yeah, they all started within the trees. Also, the assassin, after their units join battle, the assassin can run over and play havoc with their siege equipment as well. Yep. Get him. Alright, they're actually losing the battle, it looks like. Yeah, the clan rats summoned from Menace Below must not have any buffs from your army or anything. Because mine were also losing battles to normal artillery troops. Okay, we didn't really take a lot of damage there. We're alright.
Shriek, shriek.
I guess I'll keep a unit of Plague Monks on each side of this formation. Really? A second one already. They came out broken. Well, they're doing a good job of wasting my artillery's time. Alright, firing downhill into them is pretty good. If my catapults... Okay. Here we go. To say, my catapults could get back on their artillery pieces. Alright, we're not quite where I need to be for the assassin thing to work out. So he's got an ability... Duration 36 seconds. Alright, let's hit the concealment bombs, and we're going to go for it. Let's jump over to here and make sure that our monks are on these guys. They'll break immediately, so... We're just going to have to eat a little bit of catapult fire. Okay. Our warp lightning cannons are actually doing an okay job here. Oh, such stealth. Very impressed. Oh, wow. Alright, have at him. There we go. We just keep doing this. Now that we're engaged enough that I'm relatively confident this will actually hit, do this, and of course, it's time to start casting spells. So, I kind of want to just drop a plague. I'm pretty sure that's not a good idea. Let's keep moving. The gutter runners will probably outrun us. They'll probably their plan is to fall back and make my life difficult and annoying. I don't know. If they fall back, they fall back, I guess. I don't really think there's anything I can do about it, and I also kind of don't think I need to do anything about it. Alright, we'll have the monks try to wrap around from behind, and then I'm just gonna... Let's get our plague monks up over here. Those guys are just straight up losing the battle. Yeah. I guess I'm underestimating the strength of Skaven weapon crews. They seem to actually be pretty good. Weirdly enough. Alright, get behind them. This is the time when we want to plague. These guys are pretty locked into position, I think. So they're starting to get meleeed from multiple sides. Clanrat spears are probably not the most ideal place for me to be charging my lord on his large mount. But it kind of feels like my line just evaporated, though. These guys breaking already really sucks. Alright, we'll summon our next menace below charge right here. Alright, those guys are running. That works for me. Let's refocus this a little bit. Sandwich these guys up. Get rid of that guy real fast. I can't believe how long it is taking him to do this. Kill them faster! Alright, getting some good warp lightning in. Okay, we're starting to move. Actually, wow, that turned really quickly. Does it feel you like they have a very, very low cooldown on their summons? Get in here and do something. Alright, let's summon some more dudes. We can probably drop a unit of Plague Monks usefully over here. And then all these slingers... They're fast is a real problem. I'm having some trouble dealing with them just because they're too fast. I don't really have an answer. But a lot of their units are running off the field. And they've got to be almost out of summons, because they've been using them so frequently. Or out of Menace Below, at least. I think their lord is a Plague Lord, so he could actually have a whole bunch of summons. I can't believe that there's still a functional weapon crew over there. What kind of assassin are you? Okay, it's breaking. Three of these things are still operable. Man, kill faster. Alright, a bunch of his stuff is breaking all over the place. We did very little damage when we summoned on top of those guys. The Warp Lightning Cannon's crew had been driven off of their guns, at least, by the clan rats. Now that they have reclaimed them, I think we should get back on them. Okay, I guess we did some okay damage there. Don't let that lord get away. Alright, the good news is this this engage and then flee strategy of theirs breaks down if we just never stop chasing. We'll just run until we chase them all the way off the map. Alright, my artillery is still firing while his is now controlled. Their lord's about to be dead. Yeah, this army is not really going to be in shape to do this again, unfortunately. So yeah, this is the downside of skirmish mode. It's very hard to be faster enough. As soon as their lord's down, I expect their army's going to break pretty badly. Oh wow, he got bounced by the bell. I forgot about that. Yeah, actually, he's not going to be able to do any damage to that thing by himself. We're going to have to hit it from two sides. I also forgot that I have a bound fireball spell. Okay, so I'm actually not going to be able to hurt this guy. What if I hit him from behind? Okay, he's dead. That's gotta pretty much break them, right? Yeah, I actually don't... What are they... I guess these units over here are not actually dead. Why did you stop running? Stop. Don't stop chasing. Chase forever. Never stop fighting. Alright, we just gotta chase them off the map. Every one of their units has to have a unit of mine that escorts it all the way to the edge. Okay, this is pretty much working, actually. There we go. Yeah, skirmishers are annoying. They're not actually that dangerous. They're just annoying. It's kind of like the Marauder Horsemen that Norska, the old Norska, which I guess is current Norska in Total War Warhammer 2, use, where they don't do a lot of damage, and if you get near them, they run away, and they can fire while moving, but they seem to do even less damage firing while moving. My guess is that they take a significant accuracy penalty or something. Definitely take whatever replenishment you can get. So they're down to only 2 stacks now? 2 real stacks? Yeah, alright. This is gonna be the end of this army. But we have to do as much damage as we can. The really bad news here is that because this is an ambush, I'm not allowed to use reinforcements, but they are, so this is going to be both of their other armies, probably. Which is to say that they're going to kill me thoroughly, quickly enough that I'm probably not going to get a ton of damage in. But our artillery can maybe get something done, depending on where they choose to spawn their army in. Because obviously, if they spawn it right behind us and rush the artillery, that would be really bad. Man, how do we ever ambush anybody? This army must be so loud and so obvious from such a distance. Okay, yeah, the AI is terrible at ambushes. They choose not to start their units right on top of your artillery and stuff. Unfortunately, they did pick a position with a lot of hills around it. Also trees. Oh, they're coming from the wrong side entirely. What a bunch of buffoons. I mean, honestly, you guys are pretty close to okay positions. You know, maybe I should... Let's select both of these guys, and this is going to be... Try to put them in a nice staggered formation so that they can fire past each other. Okay, and then the rest of you just kind of fall back to defend the catapults. Okay, so they have a Hell Pit Abomination, they have some Storm Vermin and stuff. Oh, right, we have to pull a unit or two back into our catapults, because they're going to constantly summon clan rats on us before we are allowed to do it. Okay, we care about the catapults more than the warp cannons. Okay, broke those guys down pretty quickly. Their Doom Wheel's actually taking a lot of damage. Wow, yeah, it's basically dead already. How is this going? What's up with the catapults are still firing? Are you guys actually attacking? Did you forget? Boy, boy, they sure have a lot of units. Let's do it. Let's not pause too much here because the conclusion's pretty foregone. Let's try to get you. How is this still happening? Kill them. Okay. We do need to cast spells. Let's cast some spells. So... You know, I never overcast Plague, but maybe this is a good opportunity for it. Increased armor-piercing damage. There's kind of a lot of things over here. Here we are. Couldn't find the flags for the units I had pulled back here. And then it's going to be also explosions. Also, we explode. Where's my... Yeah, my Warlock Engineer actually should fire his Doom Rocket. Yeah, they can summon... That's interesting. For some reason, the AI's summoning ability seems to have maybe half of the cooldown of mine. They could definitely summon their guys far, far more often than I can summon mine. Okay. Yeah, we didn't really get a lot of damage done there. 500. That's not bad. It felt like that battle happened in, like, Benny Hill fast motion. We did get 144 kills out of that plague, it looks like. We messed up their Doom Wheel pretty badly. We probably took them down to 1 catapult, I'm guessing, from this much health. That's an okay outcome, and it's not something that would have happened if I had let that go auto. Okay, so he's dead.
Good. More power.
And they can still siege the city and attack it this turn. No, they're marching south. Interesting. So this is the really damaged army. If they don't attack the city this turn, they're not going to get to attack it at all, I don't think.
I am
Okay.
Warlord. Harbinger of doom.
Yep, our walls are constantly getting damaged. Alright, Ulysses has been injured. A lot of stuff is happening. Okay. None of this matters, even a tiny bit.
Loyal to Can.
Boy, I don't know. Oh, we don't quite have Deadly Onslaught. That's what we should get you.
Council is disappointed.
So I don't know what this army's doing, but I'm happy to let them flee. So we need to get these guys down close.
Let the bell scream. Move, tails.
Man, some of our armies are so much slower than the others. Alright, so they have like a stack and a half. This should be a trivial victory for us. I wish I could turn the camera. Because I really... This guy has to get to the edge of his movement or he's not going to be able to participate. But I can't quite make it happen. Okay. An easy, complete route. Alright, another mechanic. Mechanics are cool. Okay, now it's just a job of chasing these dudes down. And then we gotta deal with this. So, who has movement left? You have a very small amount. Two of these armies need to get over here and handle the Dark Elves. Honestly, this guy's not going to be necessary anymore. Let's just cancel all these summons. Okay, that'll reduce our outgo a little bit. Then we can use the open recruitment slots to call in dudes for this army. Yeah. Okay. So we need to rush 2 armies over to this coast quickly. And that will probably be sufficient to hold.
Address me as Lord.
Yeah, I think we might actually be okay here. And we didn't end up having to do a huge siege battle. So I'm going to turn this guy back around. Watch the north. It's kind of funny that whole armies can use the underway and easily, like, sneak past rivers and stuff, but individual heroes can't.
No, Gracie.
And this army's still kind of a threat, but it's wounded and it's alone. I don't think that army is actually a match for our garrisons anywhere. Like, I think any city garrison should be able to take that army without backup. And they'll probably know that, and so they won't be able to attack a city, and so if they do try to take something down, they'll siege it first, and that'll give us time to respond with backup so that we can win an easy battle without, first of all, without having to fight it manually, and secondly, without any danger of serious losses. And then once we have these Dark Elves back under control, we probably have to carve our army back down to a size such that we are not hemorrhaging gold. We'll have to get Skrolk back in charge of one of these armies, of course, because first of all, he's super powerful, and secondly, his upkeep production is important. I'm actually... You know what? I don't have any idea how many stacks we even have, or how many lords I want to keep around. This is all stuff we'll figure out in a couple of turns. But I think we've secured, like... Barring another huge wave spawn at, like, 5 turns before the end... I think we've figured this out. Oh, I haven't been keeping an eye on what's going on over in the Sentinels of Zeddy at all. Alright, other locks. Loyalty is low for some reason. There's going to be a rebellion? Really? Hold up. What's going on over here? Why is there a rebellion? -9 upkeep, or -9 public order from buildings? What buildings? What buildings are generating minus upkeep? Well, I mean, whatever. If the settlement of the region burns, the region burns. I don't even care about that. Its income is too great for me to turn off taxation. They'll spawn outside the capital. The capital is pretty well defended, actually. Honestly, the, oh, come on with this. Let's set some coordination targets. I could really use a little bit of help over here, Queek.
Servant of decay.
You could use more health.
The vermin tide.
Okay, so those guys, I don't even know where they're going. We gotta get over here. So it's probably best for me to underway past the river.
Think, children. Run, fools.
Plus, this kind of allows me to follow up on those, that unknown Skaven clan army.
Now we dig.
Oh. It's weird. He wasn't actually moving. Slightly ignoring my orders. Okay.
Don't disappoint me.
How far can he move with a normal movement? Because I kind of want to summon more guys, you know, fill the stack out completely. But I guess we don't really have the option of doing that. So we're going to lose the Altar of the Horned Rat. There's nothing I can do to stop these guys from taking it. But we should be able to drive them off right afterward. And it's not like we actually need the Altar of the Horned Rat. Man, really? So they've dedicated 5 stacks again. Okay, that's not for me. That's somebody else.
Destruction for all.
Wait, this is an army that fights people who are doing a ritual, right? This is after me. Although, why are they so weak? Weird. Okay, let's have a look at our forces real quick here. Alright, Morphage is supposed to be replaced by Skrolk. So let's recruit... Actually, let's not recruit Skrolk, because this army might just get... If I recruit Skrolk, I bet these guys just run over here and smash this instead of taking the altar. We'll put Skrolk in charge of this army in a minute when it's safe to do so. So I don't care about you. Don't care about any settlement notifications. Alright. I really wish these Dark Elves could find something better to do. Also, I don't know how Otherlock's loyalty keeps getting low. All he does is win battles. Which is something that I have been told by the tooltip text is supposed to raise loyalty. Alright, I am so tired of these Dark Elves. The game is basically over. All they're doing is just dragging things out and making me miserable. And also their turn takes forever and has nothing in it. Okay, here we go. So yeah, they're going to attack the Altar of the Horned Rat with all 3 of their armies. I'm not going to be able to defend it. But then after they take it, we'll be able to push them back out to the sea.
We barter.
They'll pay me 3,000 gold for a military alliance. And I'm already at war with all of these guys, right? Yeah. Sure. Sure, I guess I'll take that military alliance. So they actually didn't attack the Altar of the Horned Rat for some reason. Apparently, us allying was all it took for that guy to go, oh, no, now I'm in trouble if I keep the war up. Pretty bizarre. Okay. Celestial Storm have been obliterated. And Titchet the Insane is being attacked by this... this is the last stack of that unknown Skaven faction. So he's got an ambush on us, but actually his army is slightly injured, and we know that he doesn't have any extra guys. It's just his one stack. So I'm not really sure what his play is here. I guess he's... Sometimes you see factions that are down to a single stack. They just rush whatever is nearby. They basically suicide out. Maybe that's that, and whatever it is that makes the AI do that is at work here. Alright. So they're coming in from over there. This is the same map. Alright, stop rolling, just make stuff happen. We will keep the Doom Wheel back. I'm trying to... Who needs to... We need somebody to stay back, because they're going to summon 10 charges of Menace Below in the time that it takes for 5 charges to refresh. I guess let's do this. We'll just put these guys in positions where they can fire on those reinforcements that are coming in. Get Plague Monks all the way in here. Keep Doomwheel close. I want to use the Doomwheel to disrupt their artillery, obviously, but I need to do this first. Okay, broken. Yeah, they're not really in a good position, in my opinion, to be ambushing us. Okay, that was a lot of Warp Lightning fire. Okay, now that the Plague Monks are here, I'm going to try to run our Doomwheel around to catch their artillery. Actually, maybe I don't even need to do that. Maybe a Menace Below charge will be good enough. So yeah, they have 1 catapult left and also the Warp Lightning. So yeah, let's not even bother with the Doom Wheel. Let's have the... I'm still going to run the Doom Wheel over here, but he's going to fight something else instead. What are you guys doing? Had I forgotten to give them orders?
Nasty magic over there.
Oh, hey, all of the Warp Lightning Cannons should probably be focusing up. And Plague Monks handle that. A lot of ranged fire. Okay, let's start rampaging on these dudes. I do not need to be taking damage from this stuff. What happened to my... Really? Are they all dead? Or did they not even summon? They must have been up here, because they drove the catapult crew off of the catapult. Huh. Alright, got some great work from the Death Globes. Once we break the Rat Ogres and the Hell Pit Abomination, they really don't even have anything. They have some, like, Storm Vermin and stuff, but these are not actually good units for winning fights, right? Storm Vermin mostly don't lose, while the rest of your units deal all the damage. Oh no, not you. Let's flashbang these guys and, like, really commit to murdering them quickly. I gotta make sure that my... Where are my black... Oh, my back of the line Plague Monks are... I moved them forward, so they're no longer the back of the line. I could just menace below these guys. Maybe I will. Yeah, let's just use our own menace below charge to make this quicker. Okay, we should be beating these guys in most places. Where is their lord? Actually, Toxer maybe should not run out that far. And then we also should give him a little bit of this. The dreaded 13th. Takes like a year to cast though. Yeah, that is a really powerful explosion. Okay, now I feel comfortable telling Toxer to get out there. Doomwheel's doing a good job. Yeah, these guys are pretty done for. Do it again. I think I had undervalued this spell a little bit. It just does a huge amount of damage. Trying to get him to break away from whatever he's engaged with. Okay, yeah, they're done. Alright, well, we've defeated the traitorous, mysterious Skaven faction pretty much here. Oh, they rallied a little bit. They're actually fighting back. How is their lord still alive? What is Toxer, are you attacking him at all?
Clan rats!
Actually, get these guys. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we go. They're breaking. Yeah, I think the problem is when they have ranged units, the ranged units don't necessarily break when everything else breaks. You get that cascade effect across a melee force where one unit routing completely causes the unit next to it to have a sudden drop in leadership, which causes them to rout. But with ranged units, they're far enough away that they don't get that sort of domino effect, and so they stay in for a lot longer after their army has been defeated. And with Skaven, that cycle of losing all of their morale and running away, and then coming back, and then running away and coming back, the melee units can do that cycle over and over again without the ranged units ever breaking. When the army's all melee, they don't get to do the cycle because the first time they all break, the battle ends. Still alive, for some reason. Otherlock the Imposter. Clan Mulder approaches you, Lord of Vermin. Their wealth is legendary, and they ask that a number of your troops take part in their secret experiments. I can allow the sacrifice. Gain a loyalty. What's his loyalty now? Are you really not going to let me see what his current loyalty value is? That's actually information that's like really important here. Alright, I guess allow the sacrifice, because who knows? Rats... Yeah, okay, whatever. Gain loyalty. I am not reading your text. Okay. Where is he? Otherlock, what's your deal? Okay, so we... in camp? No, okay. It's a special kind of attrition that cannot be avoided. So, that's really annoying. I'm wondering if we should turn Toxidin around. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's turn Toxidin around. He's going to go back to Itza. And actually, I'm going to have Skrolk take over this army. This is a pretty good army. Doesn't have any siege units. That can be fixed. And then we gotta run forward with all these others. Hopefully pushing these guys off of the altar once more will prevent them from interfering with us again. I don't even know what to take on him. More speed. We should be able to run them out of time, basically, is what I'm thinking. So it's 3 armies. They've gone into raiding mode. Just doesn't make any sense, man. Alright, these guys should be able to put this army away pretty easily. Okay, we did it. We've completed our plot, pretty much. You know, I didn't get to talk too much about how good I think this Skaven plan is, because we kind of got distracted by huge battles and stuff. But, like, this is actually, first of all, a really good plan. And secondly, this plan involved inventing a spaceship and everything. Like, a lot of smart stuff was part of this plan. So, we can't... Can we reach these guys this turn? No, we can't. That being the case, I think we just go down here and group up. Yeah, we'll fight them all at once. Okay. Alright, and then can I summon Skrolk in? Take this guy's whole army.
council's voice. My eyes
Okay.
gone, but I see.
So I should try to. I should replace a couple of these units of clan rats, right? Let's kick all of these guys,
Cankerous delight.
and we'll get some of these. I kind of would like some storm vermin too. I guess we're still hemorrhaging money. Although we have enough money that we'll make it to the end of the ritual without running out. And we're about to win a big battle. I'm wondering if I should just replace the clan rats entirely, have this whole army be storm vermin and like top shelf units. Because it is Skrolk's army.
You're in Liber Bubonicus.
So it'll be 2 turns to... Yeah, okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to kick 3 units of clan rats.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Alright. When we beat these dark elves back, we'll get a whole bunch of money for that too, so...
Fire at my altar.
Okay. Hopefully hindering her replenishment will keep her from heading any further south. We just keep her out of the game for a little while. Okay. So they are going to get the Altar of the Horned Rat after all. I have not really put any effort into stopping them. We just couldn't reach them. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about losing our source of warpstone at this point in the game. So they'll take the Altar of the Horned Rat, but it'll damage them hopefully a little bit, and then we will sweep up there with 4 armies and flatten them. And then, hopefully, it'll just be a matter of clicking end turn until we're done with the ritual, although there may be some kind of big climactic battle at the end of the ritual, and I actually suspect there will be. It would be a little bit anticlimactic to get to the end of the timer and have it just go, okay, you did it, you win. That's another reason that I want Skrolk's army to be, like, massive and full of the best units, is if there's a big, like, ritual quest-style battle, I'm sure we'll have to do it with Skrolk's army. So, best of the best. Actually, his army's real light on Plague Monks, though, isn't it? We might want to shuffle his composition around a little bit. I might replace some of the Sword and Shield Storm Vermin. Okay, we're being raided by rebels over there. Other Locke's loyalty has improved. They didn't take the city. Huh. I wonder why.
Which clan?
Okay.
All tales are mine.
So we don't necessarily need to be able to move into them
All hail, all native
in attack range this turn. We just have to get close enough to reinforce. And then we attack them from the city. So it looks like a lot of our armies are going to have to be in march stance, though, because there's just no way to cross jungle. Somehow we never developed a way. And we don't want to do this in underway stance because of the ambush chance. We do not want to get caught moving our armies into place, not when we could do this correctly and just really bring a completely overwhelming force to bear.
ready to march. Scamper scurry.
Alright.
Ratagrash.
It really sucks that Otherlock had to do that huge attrition event.
Repetita. Vile thing. No.
Oh, you can't... Okay, you can rotate the camera a little bit. It's kind of awkward. Also, I noticed that none of Queek's armies did the thing they were supposed to do. Oh, the army I can... It's over on this side. It's actually... I can't tell where it is.
Foolish request. No.
I'm trying to click on my city.
Invader things attack.
Okay, so I need to be like right here. They've actually made it so that I can't get into reinforcement range by carefully placing their armies, it looks like. Yeah, I guess we don't get to attack them this turn, because...
No!
Oh, this is annoying. The camera rotates on its position instead of rotating around the thing that's in the center of the camera, which I find counterintuitive. Yeah, so we don't actually get the attack this turn. Alright, it'll have to do. So their army fled.
Definitely not.
Yeah, she fell back to the Temple of Kara. If they don't want to range any further south, that's fine with me.
So in Liber Bubonicus.
So do we want to get some Plague Rats in here? Skrolk has some kind of bonus to Plague Rats, doesn't he? Oh, just upkeep. Not even a good bonus. And then as far as this stuff goes... Okay, I have the buffs for high-level Storm Vermin. Although, actually, I recruit Plague Monks at a much higher level than Storm Vermin. Okay, well, we'll have to let these ones finish, because it looks like it only affects the ones that I bring in through local recruitment for some reason. But yeah, we'll replace some of these guys with Plague Monks, so I get the nice high levels. Boy, I don't care about this at all. Okay, the good news is we have enough stacks here that I'm pretty sure they can't beat us. Yes, thank you. Good solid move there, Infect Decay. The bad news is we have to wait, because it is impossible to move anywhere through the jungles. You know, in my next campaign, I'm going to try to play somewhere where there aren't jungles. I'm not sure where that is, but there's got to be a force somewhere in this game that doesn't have to deal with exclusively jungle terrain. Alright, let's see what the cult's response is here. They can make the city's garrison not able to participate in the fight by keeping the city sieged while attacking us. Okay, for some reason only Tichit's army... How does this make sense? Either all of these armies are in reinforcement range or none of them are. Okay, well if I auto-resolve this, it's going to kill Tichit's army without them taking any losses. So we have to play it. That's really annoying and tedious. I really wish that the auto-resolve calculations weren't completely broken with regard to Skaven. Because it is asinine that I have to fight literally every battle. And it's like I don't think we're gonna win this, but if I auto-resolved it, they would probably take maybe even actually 0 losses, like a very, very small number of losses. When in fact, we should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. We won't be able to kill them, I don't think, but should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. Oh man, our garrison has a Hell Pit Abomination. I don't think that's probably going to be relevant, considering that their entire force is ranged units and halberds. So this guy's probably going to get murdered. And they've had enough time here to build up. I'm sure they have a bunch of siege towers. Honestly, though, that's not great for their cavalry. Maybe we can win this, because they have a lot of reinforcements. Oh man, they have a lot of reinforcements. This battle is going to be a total slog no matter what happens. So they built up 2 siege towers? Is that it? Okay. Not sure why these slingers feel like it's a good idea to start facing the inside of the walls.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I mean, if we can do some good damage to their towers, that would be cool. We probably don't need to man most of these towers. It might be worth it to man this one, though. We might be able to catch some stuff at the edge of its range. And hey, the catapults on this map actually start facing the correct direction. That's neat. I'm going to move them up to here, though. Yeah, we'll be able to start firing right away. Why is it that like half the units start facing sideways on these maps? Put our Warlock Engineer over here. I don't really want him on the walls. Okay. I think we're ready. So as soon as we have control of these towers... Alright. Sadly, we cannot hit the same tower. I wonder if... How much damage do catapults do to siege towers? I wonder if we could take one of these down using the catapult. Wow, that was not very much. Alright, I'm gonna halt, fire at will. Just clear the target. There's no sense in attacking the tower. We're not gonna get it down in time. And in fact, these guys should also, the towers, our towers should be changed to shoot at other stuff. And no, this tower does not have meaningful range. So I guess let's just move these guys over to here. They can help defend against the elves coming out of the towers. And the elves coming out of the towers are going to eat a tremendous amount of warp lightning. Unfortunately, that's really all we can do. Alright, so let's grab these forces and move them up. Probably we actually want the Plague Priest to go this way, though. Oh, we don't have a Plague Priest. We have a Ruin Priest. That's actually probably better. We get to do our 13th spell. Okay, well, the joke's on them. I don't care about the health of these units. Globadiers should be able to wreak havoc on cavalry from over here. I don't know. Oh, wow, they're doing something. I mean, that's cool looking. Doesn't really seem to be doing a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a real cool looking spell. Congratulations on that, I guess. Man, Warp Lightning's pretty good for its cost. I'm not confident that Warp Lightning's a good call over there. If the Globadiers could fire on this thing, that would be really cool. Let's see if we can get Toxer up here. I wonder if he can actually get in on this thing, because if he can, he might be able to kill it. He has proven to be a very capable duelist. My gates are destroyed. I don't know, they seem to be fine. Alright. Yeah, the Warp Lightning is just really solid. Seems to be very good. This is the only place where they're actually getting through. Yeah, Toxer is absolutely winning this fight. Okay, it's doing pretty good damage this time. They didn't set it on top of our guys enough, I think, when they cast it up on the wall. Also, is it this guy who's casting it? It must be. Because that dude's... Their other single unit guys, like, really far away. Alright, let's just drop some more warp lightning. Yeah, warp lightning's great. Deathglobe bombardiers should theoretically be they don't seem to be attacking, but they should be. Alright, Toxer is suddenly not winning anymore. We get to pop his buffs again, though. I think he stopped fighting. I think that's why he suddenly was losing. And we're still seeing that bug where they just decide they're done fighting. It's another one of these grinding sieges, man. It would be okay with me if these stopped happening. Well, we're getting some of the universe's best warp lightnings here. Let's get the Hell Pit Abomination over here. I want to attack these guys not from the front, obviously. The Dreaded 13th is probably going to be right to do pretty soon here. Toxer, finish him. This guy's close. He's not breaking, which is probably really good for us. Because if he fled, I think that could be a problem. Well, we're winning this like pretty thoroughly, I think. This thing is so strange to target. It seems like the circle is where the explosion happens. Yeah, I don't think this is what we need right now. I think warp lightning will do the job. Alright, the Lord fled like a coward. We don't really have a lot of ranged units left over here. That guy does not have a lot of health. If we could just... Oh, what is he doing? How does he think this is a good idea? Okay, he is re-surrendering. Kill him. Okay. Looking like we are, in fact, going to be pulling the 13th. Okay, all of a sudden they're all purple. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. I think we're okay. So where's going to be... We have another good warp lightning right here. I guess this... Yeah, that seems alright. We'll just we'll blind them all right after they get all their stat buffs, whatever it is this purple nonsense does. We've got to get out, man. Right, what happened to their dragon man? Is he dead? I don't see him anywhere. Alright, these guys seem to be doing okay work. Ah, they're going for the city center. Well, bad news. You in fact cannot get through this way. Yeah, this trickling in of troops thing is really annoying, though. Okay, the Lord is dead. Like, this battle doesn't need to be as long as it's going to be. Okay. Yeah, Toxer, you should feel free to flee. You're good. You did all the things today. Alright, so these guys are doing a pretty good job over here. We're cleaning them up pretty well on this side. And after we do that, we're going to need to devote some more troops. Hold on a second. Hold on. So we have a whole bunch of stuff that came through and then just turned around for no reason? I don't... Okay. Yeah, you better run. Unfortunately, we don't have a great place to put warp lightning cannons. Then another catapult unit, I guess, also just goes down here. Alright, we need to finish winning this area quickly so that we can get to pushing the city center. What happens if you overcast this? I guess it doesn't have an overcast. Oh, it wouldn't have an overcast from this guy. Because he's a nobody. You have to actually earn your overcasts in Total War Warhammer II. Okay. These guys actually attacking, and they do seem to be... Alright. It's taking kind of a long time for them to actually kill anything, but they do seem to be losing ammunition at least, so... It would be pretty cool if we could get back to enough wins for the 13th again. There we go. There go the globes. So these horse dudes are annoying. I want to finish these guys off so that we can fall back to the proper city square. Because we desperately need to. The only hope they have is swarming us with horse archers. So if we can fall back to where the warp lightning cannons are, I feel confident that we can deal with that nonsense. Unfortunately, trying to retreat from an enemy that is all over you is tough. I'll get in there. Well, you guys are just not doing the thing I told you to do. Alright, you know what? Even if the explosion doesn't catch anybody, we need to get these storm vermin up. Okay, the explosion caught somebody. Yeah, you gotta get those storm vermin up before our lord dies. Quickly. Yeah, that kind of stuff is what I'm talking about. That's what we need. Okay. Yeah, in particular, we got to get away from the walls. We have lost control of the walls to a force with vastly superior ranged attacks. Okay, that was pretty effective against their archers, at least. I think these guys are all dead. I don't think we can get them to pull back. Everybody back to the city center. Man, how do they still have fresh cavalry? They brought so many armies. Let's see if we can break these guys real fast, hopefully, because they're so damaged. And then we can push forward and maybe do that to the rest of these units as well. Okay, managed to catch him. Get back here. Looks like we need another warp bomb off over here at least.
Shameful display.
Why can't I? There we go. I was gonna say, those guys are definitely under 50%. Okay, we're getting some good shots off here. We've got to break these guys down, though. I cannot deal with just non-stop mounted repeater crossbows from every direction. Okay. It's fine. Rally over here. Just put bodies in front of the siege weapons. Okay, I think we did a pretty admirable job here. We've killed a lot of people. We're about to make our last stand, and honestly, I honestly think we might even win. Not going to say I think it's super likely, but I don't think it's impossible. I really want to get my lord back out of firing range. Yeah, this is where we're going to die, but we did a lot of damage here. I'll tell you what, a hell of a lot more damage than it would have given me if I had done this manual, or if I had done this automatically. If I had not done this manually. Yeah, these armies are going to be in no shape for the massive stacks that I have remaining after this. Try to catch them. They've aired. They've come too close. If we can hold them, the warp lightning cannons can fire over the heads of our troops at large stuff. So. Pretty sure we want to just run our doom wheel back and forth. We don't want to keep it engaged with anybody ever. Just let it hit people, and then... What is this? Harpies? I thought harpies were an undead thing. Well, they're certainly not very good units, I'll tell you that. Oh god, there's so many arrows. Deal with those guys. What's up with the doom wheel? It got stuck on harpies, I think. Honestly, harpies is kind of shocking. It's a really, really weak unit. Oh, can I chase them right off the... No, they stopped before getting off the map. That's a shame. Oh, actually I was able to chase them right off the back. Okay, cool. Commit our halberd storm vermin. Okay, here we go. We're losing it. Everybody's about to freak out. Stay strong. Can I do like this? It's gonna hit my own guys and maybe damage them enough to warp bomb right away. No, not quite. Come on. They're so close to 50%. There we go. Wow, that actually wiped out that unit of archers entirely. Alright, hold up. We're actually still in a place where this could be won. Remarkably enough, no, probably not. Well, we're doing a pretty good job against the units that are currently in the city. I'm going to send the doom wheel over this way. Let's turn... Oh, you guys are out of ammo. Shoot. Yeah, a lot of my ranged units are running low on ammo. We have a couple up here that are not using their ammunition at all, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, like all the units on this side are out of ammunition entirely. So, what do I do? Why don't we sort of rebalance this a little bit? So we don't need all of our warp lightning cannons firing forward. So we can fire down this alleyway. I think we're pretty close to dead here. Here come the harpies. I'm about to lose a battle to harpies. This is a real thing that's actually happening. We're getting killed by harpies. Just doom wheel over here. Okay, honestly, I'm really pleased with how well this went. We did a lot of damage. See if we can't take out some of their ranged troops before we go. But yeah, we're about to get just pushed off the backside of the map. Our units are going to fold. Harpies are not explosion resistant. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they were able to engage only some of my armies, considering that my armies are all right on top of each other. But we dealt out way more damage than we took here. Should be pretty easy to finish them off on our turn. Well, I'm going to make them do it. I'm going to make them finish me off. I don't think there's any chance of us killing this Hydra, unfortunately. Okay. Pretty good. I think we got a lot of kills there. Also, man, these episodes are getting long. So, wow. Bane's army was almost obliterated. We took a force that was... Well, this is over 4,000 units. And we reduced them to about 1,000 units. 365 kills on those catapults. Not bad at all. Okay, so we should be able to push these guys out. And very easily reclaim the altar. And then... we're good. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, so these guys are headed back to the north. I don't know, they're running armies in, running armies out.
We barter deal. Which...
What on earth? No. It's weird that the dwarves negotiated peace with me, the player with the lower strength rank, but not with Clan Moors. I can't imagine the calculus that's going on inside the AI's head that makes that a sensible move. I guess they must think they can win that war. Balance of power bar sure didn't look like it was in their favor. I'm really glad the college was able to wipe out that other faction. Oh, reinforcement range plus 20%. That's a pretty good trait. Okay. Let's be done with this, shall we?
stink of command. Our lord has a...
Oh, I didn't get my replenishment because it's not my region anymore. That's annoying.
Ornate rat. Never.
Unthinkable. Definitely not.
Okay, we should be able to take out this assassin. Failure, really. Man. This is like... This is a bad moment for you to be failing at stuff. Okay, well, they have...
Unthinkable.
half a stack. Less than half a stack. Less... Yeah, okay. We should still be able to do this. I'm worried, though. Now that we didn't get our replenishment, I'm thinking that it might screw with me on this and tell me that I can't auto-resolve this battle, and then... Man, oh man, do I not need another huge battle.
I order scurry move. Next stage,
right.
move. Have them. Attack for the hornet.
Okay, we managed to proc an ambush there. That was valuable. Okay, he's now fire resistant.
Praise me.
I can't imagine anything less relevant for him.
Junction of the Great Horned One. I see. Move.
Make sure that we are staying within attack range of these armies. Okay, 2 ambushes.
things.
There we go. Dark Elf's gone.
Root steel. Pile it up.
Unfortunately, we are now going to have to rebuild this place a little bit.
Even great things.
The good news is we've lost so many units that we're actually at a positive income. Oh, I should have spent food. That's right, I could have spent food. It's been so long since we've taken territory that I kind of forgot. Alright, let's finish Otherlock's army back up.
All tales are mine.
Ratsurge's army should be getting passed off to somebody else, right? And we have another... Yeah, Ulysses is available again. Why are you guys not... They definitely have enough range to exchange troops, but I guess we're going to pretend not to know that. Okay, guess that'll be fine. So even though we have to end the turn with an extra lord, we are still okay on money.
Faithful servant of decay.
And we're finally just about to finish this this ritual. Whew, I cannot believe how long this has taken. So obviously that's going to have to be where we call it for today. I'm hoping that these northern elf settlements are going to fall to Queek. It'd be really nice if I didn't have to worry about the scrap anymore. Oh, I need to do this. I'm gonna forget if I don't do it now. So we definitely want to bring on some. How do plague monks compare to these guys? Plague monks have better leadership. They're not as fast, but they're just generally better fighters. And they have frenzy. And I'm pretty sure that the damage bonuses from frenzy are not in their stats right now, so they should just be better. So why don't we just drop all of these dudes?
Lord Skrolk.
And bring in a whole bunch of rank 7 badass plague monks. We probably don't need to get sensor bearers. The storm vermin will do a fine job of piercing armor for us.
I know no pet.
How many recruitment slots do we have left? Enough to refill this army. Okay.
Fog of pestilence. No.
Is there anything particularly relevant he can do? Not really.
Vile tide comes.
We can finally go kill this guy. I know that he's not really even hurting us anymore, but the spite that I have built up. Public order or whatever. Okay. Alright, that's going to be it for us for today. Whew. We're so close. Come back next time. We don't have any huge battles on the horizon. It's just 4 turns until the ritual's over. I think, and I know I said this last time, but this time I mean it, I think we're finally going to end this thing. And we'll see you then.